You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Have sports, will travel. Prairie View, Texas.
Shot is up and that shot is off. Offensive rebound by the Lady Eagles. That shot is off. Another offensive rebound. That one isn't going as well. The Wildcats come down with the possession of the ball. Wildcats with a mid-range jumper. That shot is blocked by the Lady Eagles, and they come back the other way. Eagles moving the ball around here, trying to get an open jumper. Seem to be really startled by this zone. Drive inside by the Lady Eagles, and that ball goes out of bounds. They will keep possession. Referee looking over the ball. Not sure what happened. Seems like players were confused on whose ball it was. The Lady Eagles will get possession. Lady Eagles inbound, trying to get an open shot. Shot from the corner, nothing going. Shot from the elbow. That shot is off. It's going to be off of the Wildcats. Wildcats come out in the 2-3 zone. Another three-point jumper for the Lady Eagles, and that shot is off as well. Wildcats finally get the rebound, and they come back the other way. Wildcats moving it around on offense, trying to get an open shot. Lady Eagles getting the passing lane, almost come away with a steal. But the Wildcats fall, and that's going to be a traveling violation going against the Wildcats. Lady Eagles will get position. Zero zero here early, first 2 minutes into the game. Scoreless first quarter. Lady Eagles trying to get some points on the board. Wildcats as well. Lady Eagles working it inside. Lady Eagle got swarmed by Sea of Blue as the Wildcats almost came up with a steal, but a foul was called going against the Wildcats. Lady Eagles will keep possession and inbound under their own rim. Wildcats continue to move the ball around. Lady Eagles continue to move it around. Wildcats in the 2-3 zone. Shot fake by the Lady Eagles. Trying to get an open shot. 5 minutes left here in the quarter. Still scoreless. Lady Eagles trying to work it inside. They do so. And a lot of bodies hit the ground. Nothing going. And a foul going to be going against the Wildcats. And Lady Eagles inbound the ball. They get it in, but a steal by the Wildcats. Pass down inside. Almost a turnover there by the Wildcats, but referees determined that the Lady Eagles were last to touch it. Wildcats inbound and they get it in. Wildcats trying to move it around, get an open shot, and they do so. That shot is no good. A class clean up on the rebound, and that shot is no good as well. Lady Eagles come down with the rebound. Lady Eagles moving the ball around, trying to get an open shot. Nothing really going. Wildcats still in the 2-3 zone. Open shot, Lady Eagles, no good. Offensive rebound by the Lady Eagles, that shot is no good. Rebound by the Wildcats as they come back the other way. Wildcats with the ball, a floater inside. That shot is no good. It goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Wildcats. Wildcats trying to get their offense set on the inbound. And they do so. They inbound. This shot is up for the Wildcats. That shot rims in and out. 4.5 minutes left here in this first quarter. Still a scoreless first quarter. And both teams try to find their first bucket in this game. And they steal by the Wildcats. Get in front of that pass. Lady Eagles turn it over. Wildcats come back the other way, and that layup is missed on a fast break opportunity for the Wildcats. Offensive rebound. They reset their offense. Kick to the elbow. Wildcats force it inside. Almost a turnover. Wildcats get it back. A drive inside. That shot is up, and it's no good. A fight for the rebound. Lady Eagles pass it up court, and they get on the fast break. Wildcats defended. Lady Eagles put up a layup, and that shot is no good. Wildcats come down with the rebound. Wildcats coming back the other way, and they time out by the Wildcats. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this first quarter, and we're still scoreless. Score is 0-0. We'd like to let you know that this broadcast is brought to you by the Temple of Refuge Ministry, located in Prairie View, Texas. We'll be right back after this timeout.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Have sports, we'll travel. Prairie View, Texas.
At that timeout, the Wildcats have the ball. Still scoreless here in this first quarter. Lady Eagles almost come up with a steal. Wildcats continue to move it around, trying to get an open shot. They find an open person, and that shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by the Lady Eagles. Lady Eagles coming down the court, coming back the other way. Shot from the corner for the Lady Eagles, and that shot is off. Rebound by the Wildcats. Wildcats come back down in fast break. Ball is lost. Lady Eagles come away with it. And they steal by the Wildcats on that offensive possession by the Lady Eagles. Wildcats come back down the other way, trying to get their offense set. Open shot for the Wildcats, and the Wildcats strike first. And that three-point jumper is good. The Lady Eagles trail the Wildcats by a score of 3-0. With 2 minutes left here in this first quarter. Lady Eagles moving it around, trying to match that three that the Wildcats just had. Nothing open for the Lady Eagles. A three-point jumper by the Eagles, and that shot is good. We're getting some scoring here in this first quarter as the Lady Eagles come back and match. And answer the Wildcats with a three. Wildcats have the ball. They're passing it around. Tie game here. 1 minute and 30 seconds left here in this first quarter. Score is 3-3. Wildcats put up another jumper. That shot is no good. A foul is going to be called on the floor going against number 22 for the Wildcats. Lady Eagles will get possession. Lady Eagles coming down after inbounding the ball. Wildcats still running that 2-3 zone. Pass to the corner for the Lady Eagles. Thought they had an open jumper. Nothing was going. Lady Eagles moving it around. Still 3-3 here in this first quarter. 1 minute left. A pass inside by the Lady Eagles, and a great pass led to the open layup, and the Lady Eagles now lead the Wildcats by a score of 5-3. Wildcats with the ball in the steal by the Lady Eagles. 30 seconds left here, and the Wildcats steal it back. Wildcats coming back down the other way. Fast break chance. A mid-range jumper is no good. Fight for the rebound. Wildcats come away with it. A shot inside, and that shot is up, and it's good. With that layup, the Wildcats tie it up. 20 seconds left here in this first quarter, and the Wildcats and Lady Eagles are all tied up at 5. 10 seconds left here in this first quarter. Lady Eagles trying to move it around, trying to get the last shot of the first quarter, and they do so. That shot is up, and it hits the backboard. No good. Fight for the rebound, and the Lady Eagles have possession at the end of the quarter, but no shot is put up. At the end of the first quarter, we have a score of Wildcats 5, Lady Eagles 5. We'll be right back at the start of the second quarter.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. How sports will travel. Prairie View, Texas.
Welcome back to the Open Mic Broadcast. We have the Lady Eagles taking on the Westbury Christian Wildcats. Wildcats and Lady Eagles tied up here 5-5. Wildcats with the ball. Wildcats moving it around. Trying to get an open jumper. Drive inside. A kick to the corner. 3-point jumper for the Wildcats. That shot is off. Fight for the rebound. Wildcats come away with it, but it's taken away by the Lady Eagles. Fast break opportunity for the Lady Eagles. A set jumper. That shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats. Wildcats going from left to right. Wildcats trying to get an open shot here. A pass inside, a pass back outside. Wildcats continue to move it around the perimeter, trying to get an open jumper. Wildcats can't get anything going. Great defense here by the Lady Eagles. Wildcats moving it around, a spin away jumper, and that shot is off. Fight for the rebound, and the Wildcats come up with another offensive rebound. Shot from the corner, that shot is in and out. Wildcats rebound, and they foul on that shot attempt to clean up the mess for the Wildcats. Free throw is going to be taken here by the Wildcats. And first free throw by the Wildcats is good. They now lead the Lady Eagles 6-7. Second free throw for the Wildcats is good. Lady Eagles trail by 2. Score is 7-5 here with 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. Lady Eagles trying to get an open shot, a pass inside, and it's stolen by the Wildcats. They come back the other way. Wildcats moving it around. Wildcats still trying to get an open shot. Pass inside. Another pass inside, and that pass is bobbled. It's saved inside. Lady Eagles come away with a steal. And the ball went out of bounds, and the referee didn't catch it, but once they caught it, they determined that the Lady Eagles will get the ball. 5.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Wildcats still lead the Lady Eagles by a score of 7-5. Lady Eagles going from right to left. And a traveling violation is going to be going against the Lady Eagles. The Wildcats will get the ball. Wildcats with it. They move it around. Pass inside or pass back outside. Couple of fake jumpers, nothing really going. A drive inside, shut down by the Lady Eagles. Wildcats continue to move it around. A drive inside by the Wildcats. That shot is no good. It goes out of bounds, and the Lady Eagles will get possession. 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Lady Eagles trail the Wildcats by a score of 5-7. Pass inside by the Lady Eagles. They continue to move it around. Wildcats still running this 2-3 zone. Lady Eagles trying to get an open shot. And a shot attempt almost inside, but a turnover by the Lady Eagles. The Wildcats have come back the other way. Wildcats with the ball. Wildcat fake shot. A drive inside, a pass inside. And then pass back outside for the Wildcats. Mid-range jumper. That shot is up and it's no good. Lady Eagles will come back the other way. Ball was lost out of bounds. Went out on the Lady Eagles, and the Wildcats will get possession. 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. Wildcats moving it around. A drive inside by the Wildcats. That shot is up and it's no good. Lady Eagles with the rebound. Lady Eagles come back down the other way, trying to get an open jumper. Nothing really going. Kick to the outside. The shot is up. That shot is good off the glass, and the Lady Eagles take the lead. Wildcats with the ball, passing it around. Lady Eagles tip that pass, and that ball goes out of bounds. Pass inside by the Wildcats. That mid-range jumper is off the glass, no good. Lady Eagles get the rebound. 3-on-3 fast break. The Lady Eagles slow things back down. The three-point jumper is up, and it's good. Lady Eagles now lead the Wildcats by a score of 11-7 with 2.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Wildcats with the ball. A pass inside. Wildcats fall on the ball. Bodies hit the ground. And the Lady Eagles will come away with the possession. And a timeout by the Lady Eagles. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back after this time.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Have sports, we'll travel. Prairie View, Texas.
And welcome back. Coming out of this timeout, the Lady Eagles have the ball. They moving it around. Lady Eagles have the lead, leading the Wildcats by a score of 11-7. And a foul going to be committed by the Wildcats. Lady Eagles will inbound. Lady Eagles get it in. Pass inside is deflected off of the Wildcats. Lady Eagles will keep it. Ball will be inbounded on the baseline. Lady Eagles have the ball, trying to get an open shot here, moving the ball around. Nothing really going for the Lady Eagles as they trying to get a little closer to the rim. The three-point jumper is up. That shot is short, and the Wildcats have the rebound. They come back the other way, try to speed things up, but decide to slow things down. The mid-range jumper by the Wildcats is good as they cut into their deficit, now trailing the Lady Eagles by a score of Lady Eagles 11, Guess 9. Wildcats 9, excuse me. Lady Eagles with a pass inside. That pass is no good, goes out of bounds. Turnover by the Eagles. Wildcats get the ball. Wildcats moving it around here, trying to get something going on offense, trying to take the lead back. And an offensive foul going against the Wildcats if the Lady Eagles will get the ball back. Less than a minute left here in the second quarter. The Lady Eagles lead the Wildcats by a score of 11-9. Lady Eagles with the ball trying to increase their lead. Looks like they want to hold it for the last side of the possession. Pass and the Wildcats steal it. And the Wildcats will get possession. Wildcats get it. Trying to get something going, take the lead before halftime. They put up a mid-range jumper. That shot is off. Fight for the rebound. The Lady Eagles come away with it. Lady Eagles with the ball, the opportunity to build on their lead before halftime. They come down court, passing it around. Pass to the corner, three-point jumper. That shot is good. The Lady Eagles go up 14-9 on the Wildcats before halftime. And with that, the Lady Eagles lead the Wildcats by a score of 14-9. We'll be right back at the start of halftime.
You're listening to live basketball coverage for the Rosehill Christian Eagles as they're taking on Westbury Christian Wildcats, 14-9. Lady Eagles with the lead at the halftime break. Greg Johnson on the call. We got doubleheader night for you. The next will be the boys. They'll take on approximately 15 to 30 minutes at the conclusion of today's contest. We do want to thank you guys for joining in with us here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network and our partnership with the Rosehill Christian Eagles family. And thanks a lot to Mr. Steve Krantz, Athletic Director, Basketball Coach of the Eagles, as we continue to spread our coverage throughout Waller County, Texas, and beyond, as far as a little bit of Harris, little Harris, Montgomery, all in little tween area where you got the Rosehill Christian Eagles, which reside in Tomball, Texas. This is game one of our coverage for the 2025 campaign. Happy New Year to Eagle Nation, as we affectionately call them, the Angry Birds. Greg Johnson on the play-by-play for tonight's coverage. We want to thank the Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in the city of Prairie View, Texas, for our sponsor of tonight's game. You can join Sunday mornings for the Temple of Refuge live broadcast service at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. All you need to do is dial 857-777-0000. We're at halftime right now, 14-9. The Lady Eagles on top of the Wildcats. We'll get a tally, hopefully, to see who the leading scorers are for tonight's contest. Right now, you have the opening of conference play. for this TAPS Division basketball play, and we're mighty proud to be partnered up with the Rosehill Christian Eagles. We're not new to Rosehill. We've been dealing with Rosehill for quite some time now, and we're looking forward to picking the pace back up with more athletic coverage for the Rosehill Christian Eagles. This is the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're located in Prairie View, Texas, where we've been serving the community since 2002. You can visit our website at obnradio.com. And don't forget, we do have a Twitter handle. It is at the Mike Prince Show, or you can go OBN_radio, but the Mike Prince Show is the highlight title. You can check out the coverage and tweets and everything else. We still call it Twitter, but it is X, but we call it Twitter X. And we have a YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. If you missed the games live, you can always go back to the YouTube channel and check things out, or go to the website at obnradio.com. We're at halftime right now. It is 14-9, Rosehill on top of Westbury. We'll pause for the remaining half of the first half of halftime, I should say. We'll continue with the second half with our play-by-play announcer, Mr. Greg Johnson. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics, serving the community through faith. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Have sports, we'll travel. Prairie View, Texas.
And welcome back to the start of this second half of this Rosehill Christian Lady Eagles taking on the Westbury Christian Wildcats. Lady Eagles lead the Wildcats by a score of 14-9, and the Wildcats will start off with possession here at the start of this second half. A mid-range jumper by the Wildcats. That shot is no good. Rebounded by the Lady Eagles as they come back the other way. Racing down the court, they decide to slow things down to get a better shot. Pass is almost stolen, and the Lady Eagles get tangled up. Ball will stay with the Lady Eagles. Top of the key. Lady Eagles moving it around. Three-point jumper is up. That shot is no good. Offensive rebound by the Eagles, and a travel violation is going to be called. Wildcats with the ball after that traveling violation by the Lady Eagles. Wildcats with a jumper. That shot is good. Mid-range jumper is good for the Wildcats with 7 minutes left here in this third quarter. Lady Eagles lead the Wildcats 14-11. Lady Eagles moving it around. A floater off glass for the Lady Eagles is good. Eagles now lead the Wildcats by a score of 16-14. 16-11, excuse me. And a jump ball is going to be called going against the Wildcats. They will keep possession, though. Again, 6.5 minutes left here in this third quarter, and the Eagles lead the Wildcats by a score of 16-14. 16-11. Wildcats with the ball. The floater is up. That shot is no good. Offensive rebound for the Wildcats. Trying to get an open jumper. Cut into this deficit. 6 minutes left here in this third quarter. Wildcats with a jumper. That shot is up, and it is no good. Offensive rebound by the Wildcats, and that shot is good. And one as well. Not sure if that basket will count. And they finally put it up. Wildcats trail the Eagles by a score of 13-16. Wildcats at the free throw line. That free throw is no good. Lady Eagles with the rebound. They come back the other way. Racing down the court, they put up a layup, and that shot is good. Lady Eagles now lead the Wildcats by a score of 18-13. Wildcats with it. Trying to get an open shot. Almost had it. Lady Eagles cover it up pretty good. Wildcats with a floater. That shot bounces off the rim. Lady Eagles come down with the rebound. And a pass inside by the Lady Eagles. That layup is good. Wildcats now trail the Lady Eagles by a score of 20-13. Wildcats with the ball. They drive inside, and that shot is up, and it's no good. Wildcats get their own rebound. That shot is also no good. A fight for the ball on that last offensive rebound by the Wildcats, and the Lady Eagles will get possession after a jump ball violation was called. Lady Eagles with the ball. They have the lead over the Wildcats by a score of 20-13. Lady Eagles passing the ball, and the Wildcats come up with the steal. Wildcats coming back the other way, trying to cut into this deficit. Step back jumper by the Wildcats. That shot is up, and it's no good. Offensive rebound bounces off of the Wildcats, and the Lady Eagles will get possession. One and a half minutes left here in this third quarter. Eagles still lead the Wildcats by a score of 20-13. And the Eagles with a jumper. That shot is up, and it's no good. Rebound by the Wildcats. They come racing back the other way. A layup inside by the Wildcats. That shot is good. And one layup for the Wildcats as they continue to cut away at this deficit. Wildcats now trail the Eagles by a score of 20-15. That free throw is good. The Wildcats trail by 16-20 to the Lady Eagles. Lady Eagles with the ball. Lady Eagles going from left to right now. Wildcats going from right to left. Lady Eagles moving the ball around. Pass inside for the Eagles. A shot. That shot is no good. Fight for the rebound. Bodies hit the floor, and the Wildcats come away with it. Wildcats coming back the other way. As I mentioned, going from right to left. Almost a shot at the mid-range for the Wildcats. Had to rethink. Another shot at the mid-range for the Wildcats. Now the Lady Eagles lead by 2. Wildcats clawing their way back into this game after trailing by as many as 7. And they steal by the Wildcats. They come back the other way, one-on-one fast break. That layup is no good, and that shot looked like it was blocked, but a foul was called. Three minutes left here, and the Wildcats will shoot free throws. The Lady Eagles still lead them by a score of 20-18. Free throw is up, and that free throw is good. Wildcats trail the Eagles by 20-19 now. Three minutes left here. First free throw, second free throw is up, and that free throw is also good, and the Wildcats tied this game up. Lady Eagles coming back down the other way. And almost a steal by the Wildcats. Lady Eagles put up a shot. That shot is no good. Rebound by the Wildcats. Wildcats coming back the other way. As I mentioned before, they're going from right to left. And the Wildcats turn it over on that offensive possession. And a Wildcat is going to timeout is going to be called by the Wildcats. We'll be right back after this timeout.
You're listening to live basketball coverage for the Rosehill Christian Eagles as they're taking on the Westbury Christian Wildcats, all tied at 20 apiece. Greg Johnson on the call here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Stay tuned. We'll have men's basketball coming up next right after this break with a little intermission break of today's first game. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving community through faith and athletics.
And welcome back. After that timeout, the Lady Eagles have the ball. Looking to get a lead back here in this game after the Wildcats were able to tie this game up. Lady Eagles looking for an open jumper, open layup, open shot, open anything. Moving the ball around here. They get a pass to the elbow. That three-point jumper is up, and it's no good. Wildcats come down with the ball. Wildcats coming back down the other way. A hop step into the lane for the Wildcats. That shot is no good. An offensive rebound, and the layup is good for the Wildcats as they take the lead back from the Lady Eagles. This is the first lead for the Wildcats since the first quarter. Lady Eagles looking to get it back. Lady Eagles with a turnover, and the Wildcats have the ball. Coming down on a fast break, wide open layup, and that shot is good as the Wildcats take a lead, build their lead against the Eagles, now leading 24-20. Eagles moving it around. A pass inside. That shot is no good. But a foul is going to be called. Lady Eagles will head to the free throw line. First free throw for the Lady Eagles is no good. They still trail the Wildcats by a score of 24-20. Second free throw for the Eagles is good. Wildcats with the ball. They're coming back the other way. 1 minute left here in this third quarter. Wildcats with a shot. That shot is no good. Offensive rebound for the Wildcats. That shot is also no good. Fight for the rebound. And the Eagles will get it after it went out of bounds on the Wildcats. Lady Eagles get the ball. 45 seconds left here in this third quarter. Lady Eagles looking to cut into this lead that the Wildcats have built here in the third quarter or take the lead back before the quarter ends. And a steal by the Wildcats. Lady Eagles fight for it, and they end up turning it over anyway. Wildcats with the ball. They come back the other way. Less than 30 seconds left here in this third quarter, and the Wildcats now have the ball, can hold for the final shot. Want to increase this lead that they have over the Eagles. 10 seconds left here. Wildcats looking for an open shot. And almost turn it over. 3 seconds left. Put up a jumper. That shot is off. Just like that, going into the fourth quarter, the Wildcats lead the Lady Eagles by a score of 24-21. We'll be right back at the start of the fourth quarter.
All right, 24-21 is our score at the end of 3. The Wildcats of Westbury on top of the Lady Eagles of Rosehill Christian. You listen to live high school basketball coverage on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics since 2002. Greg Johnson on the call from Tomball, Texas at Rosehill Christian High School, the gymnasium. The boys will be playing next. Here, Greg Johnson again. Same two teams doing battle, Westbury and Rosehill. Right now, the Eagles trailing by the score of 24-21. A big run for the Wildcats with that third period to take things over. We'll get ready to start the fourth quarter play right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
And welcome back to the start of this fourth quarter, where the Westbury Christian Wildcats lead the Rosehill Christian Eagles by a score of 24-21. Lady Eagles had the lead. Wildcats took it back in the third quarter. Final quarter. Final chance for the Lady Eagles to take the lead back. And a turnover by the Wildcats as the Lady Eagles will get the ball. Lady Eagles with the ball. Open person in the corner. That shot is up and it's no good. Fight for the rebound, and the Wildcats come away with it. Wildcats on the fast break. The layup is put up. That shot is no good. Fight for the rebound, and the Eagles come away with it. The Eagles coming back the other way. And a pass inside by the Eagles, but it's stolen by the Wildcats. Wildcats coming back the other way. 7 minutes left here in this third quarter. Plenty of time left here for the Wildcats. The Lady Eagles, to take the lead back, and they steal by the Eagles and almost stolen back by the Wildcats, but that ball is tossed out of bounds as the Eagles will keep possession. Lady Eagles with the ball. They continue to move the ball around. And they pass inside, and the Wildcats get that steal. And they pass down low for the Wildcats. That shot is good as the Wildcats built their lead up against the Eagles. Wildcats now lead the Eagles by a score of 26-21, and a timeout by the Eagles, and they want to talk things over, trying to take the lead back before this game ends. We'll be right back after this 1 minute timeout.
26-21 is the score. Wildcats trying to hold off the Eagles, see if the Eagles can hover around and reclaim the lead here in the fourth quarter. This is game 1 of our game 2 doubleheader. The boys will be doing battle on the hardwood shortly after the conclusion of this game. You listen to Greg Johnson on the play-by-play call right here for the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Don't forget, we'll be here with the Eagles all season long right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll get ready now to get back for the conclusion of the fourth period of play. On the call, Greg Johnson. Greg, take it away, my man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, Mr. Prince. Thank you for that. And we are back here at the start of this fourth quarter. Coming out of that timeout, the Lady Eagles will have the ball. Six minutes left here. Plenty of time for the Lady Eagles to get this lead back from the Wildcats. Lady Eagles with a drive inside. That shot is good. Lady Eagles now trail the Wildcats by a score of 26-23. Wildcats trying to increase their lead. A drive by the Wildcats. That layup is up, and it's good. Lady Eagles get the ball back. Eagles moving it around, trying to get a shot. Nothing open. And they steal by the Wildcats and they come back the other way. And a carrying violation is going to be called against the Wildcats on that fast break. The Lady Eagles will get the ball back, trailing by 5 by a score of 28 Wildcats, 23 Eagles. Lady Eagles moving the ball around, trying to get an open jumper. Lady Eagles trying to move it around, trying to get an open jumper. Trying to get a shot up. Nothing going. Top of the key three for the Eagles, and that shot is good. Lady Eagles now trail the Wildcats by a score of 26-28. Wildcats with the ball, trying to get something to increase this lead over the Lady Eagles, and a lot of tip passes, and the ball is shot. Almost got stuck on the rim, and the Wildcats come around with the offensive rebound. And the Wildcats will call a timeout after that offensive rebound. We want to remind you all that this broadcast is brought to you by the Temple of Refuge Ministry located in Prairie View, Texas. We'll be right back after this timeout as the Wildcats want to talk things over.
All right, we got us a barn burner going in right now, coming down to the waning moments of the fourth period of play. Wildcats still trying to hold off the Eagles, but the Eagles are soaring high and trying to complete the task of coming from behind. This is game one of our 2025 high school basketball coverage for the Rosehill Christian Eagles. Hopefully by the end of the game, Mr. Johnson will have our player of the game, see who's doing what and how they're getting it done as we get ready to prepare ourselves for the boys' action coming up at the conclusion of tonight's contest. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
And welcome back as both teams getting set as the Wildcats about to inbound the ball here. As they lead the Lady Eagles by a score of 26-28. Three-point jumper for the Wildcats is good as they increase their lead now, leading the Lady Eagles by a score of 31-26. With 4 minutes left here in this fourth quarter. The Lady Eagles trying to move with a sense of urgency as the clock is working against them a little bit here. A layup by the Lady Eagles is no good. Offensive rebound, and that layup attempt was called off by a foul. Free throws here for the Lady Eagles. They used this last 4-minute stretch to try to take the lead back from the Wildcats. Free throw here for the Lady Eagles is good. They now trail the Wildcats by a score of 27-31. Spin move, fadeaway jumper inside for the Wildcats is no good. Rebound by the Lady Eagles. Eagles coming back down. 3.5 minutes left here. They still trail the Wildcats by 4 points. Lady Eagles trying to get an open jumper. They still moving it around. Nothing open. 3-point jumper for the Eagles. That shot is no good. A fight for the rebound. And the Wildcats have it. Wildcats coming back down the other way. Wildcats with a layup, and that shot is good. But a foul is going to be called, calling that shot back as the Lady Eagles will get the ball. Lady Eagles with it. They continue to move the ball around, trying to get the lead back from the Wildcats. Pass to the corner. Lady Eagles with it. And almost a steal by the Wildcats, and the Wildcats do steal it. Referees wanted to talk something over as the Wildcats stepped out of bounds on that steal attempt. Lady Eagles will keep the ball. Lady Eagles inbounded. They try to get it in, but they Wildcats steal that as they come back the other way. 2 minutes left here, and the Wildcats lead the Lady Eagles by a score of 31-27. Wildcats with a mid-range jumper. That shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded by the Lady Eagles. They come back the other way. Lady Eagles with it, trying to work it inside. Mid-range jumper is up and it's no good for the Eagles. Wildcats come down with it. Another timeout is going to be called by the Wildcats. They want to talk things over for this last 2-minute stretch of this game, trying to hold on to this lead. We'll be right back at the end of this timeout by the Wildcats.
All right, we're getting down to the crunch time right now. The Lady Eagles got to soar high to try to overcome this 31-27 deficit that they're faced off with right now. Reminding you that you're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network live basketball coverage for the Rosehill Christian Eagles. Happy 2025 to the listeners abroad. I want to let you know that we truly, truly enjoy what we're doing and how we're doing it for your listening pleasures to support our student athletes all over. Greg Johnson on the call. He'll be giving you the second game of the night, the nightcap, if you would. You can also check Greg Johnson as he does basketball coverage for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. You can check out all that we do for the community abroad at the Open Mic Broadcast Network website at obnradio.com. Greg, you ready to call a victory for the Eagles as they get ready to take this thing over with the last 2 minutes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the Lady Eagles will have the ball to start coming out of this timeout. Still trailing the Wildcats by a score of 31-27. 1 minute and 45 seconds left here in this fourth quarter to be exact. And the referee's trying to talk things over. Not sure what the confusion is. And they laugh things off. And Wildcats will have the ball and inbound it from the sideline. Wildcats have the ball, trying to drive inside. Great defense by the Lady Eagles. They still trail by 4. Wildcats trying to put moves on. Nothing going at the Lady Eagles playing great defense. And a foul is going to be called going against the Wildcats. The Lady Eagles with the ball, trailing by 4. And a timeout by the Lady Eagles as they got trapped in the corner. Lady Eagles had to call a timeout before they turned the ball over, and Coach Steve Prince wants to talk things over. We'll be right back after this timeout as well.
All right, you're getting down to the crunch time. Steve Krantz is calling time out. They won't be going to the line. I noticed you called foul. Will they be going to the line or be inbounding, Greg?
No, they won't be going to the line. Just a timeout. Just a quick timeout after Rosehill was caught in the corner, trapped in the corner.
Okay, very good. So we got it going on right now, and hopefully Eagles can make some things happen. Getting ready for that second game right after this one. Second tip-off, I believe, is at 7:30. Is it not 7:30?
Correct, 7:30. About 20 minutes.
Well, okay, sir, we're going to give it right back to you. Call this win in for the Eagles.
And welcome back as both teams return to the court. Rosehill will have the ball. 1 minute and 5 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Rosehill trails the Wildcats by a score of 31-27. Rosehill Eagles with the ball. Passing it around, trying to get an open shot. As the Lady Eagles turn it over and the Wildcats come away with it. Wildcats trying to hold on to it and walk out of here with a W. Lady Eagles playing physical defense, trying to get the ball back, but a foul is committed by the Lady Eagles, and the Wildcats will keep the ball. The Lady Eagles coming up the court. And a foul is going to be called going against the Lady Eagles. Wildcats still have the ball. Wildcats with it, 30 seconds left here. They still lead the Lady Eagles by 4 points. Wildcats with it, and the Eagles foul. Trying to send the Wildcats to the free throw line. Get them to miss some shots and get the ball back. 23 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Wildcats with it. Lady Eagles defending as time is running down. 20 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Eight seconds left here, and looks like it's going to be a foul called going against the Lady Eagles. 7 seconds left here. And it looks like the Wildcats will walk out of here with a W. And the Lady Eagles will walk out losing this one. Next game for the Lady Eagles will be against First Baptist Christian January 10th. Correction, that's the next game for the Wildcats. The next game for the Eagles, they will go to Northland Christian. As we get set here for the boys' game, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back at the start of the boys' game as they take on the Westbury Christian Wildcats as well.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Have sports, we'll travel. Prairie View, Texas.
Open Mic Broadcast Network. We are starting with our second game of this doubleheader as we have the Rosehill Christian boys taking on the Westbury Christian Wildcats. Wildcats come into this game with a record of 5-14, while the Rosehill Christian Eagles come into this game with a record of 12-8. Both teams' starting lineups are getting announced right now. Number one, Vincent Morez starts for Rosehill, along with number 2, Carter Johnson. And starting at the 5 is Dave Gomez for the Eagles. Both teams getting set at half court for the opening tip. And we'll be right back once that ball hits the floor and this game starts.
Game 2 of the doubleheader, Rosehill Christian Eagles boys taking on the Westbury Christian Wildcats. Greg Johnson with the nightcap call. This game being brought to you by the Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in the beautiful city limits of Prairie View, Texas. We're building the kingdom one soul at a time. Join us on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for the radio broadcast. Simply dial 857-777. 0000. So as they get ready to start here, these teams should be fairly matched up. Rosehill 12-8 starting this conference or district playoff for the 2025 campaign. Well, Greg, you got your first game under your belt, man. How you feeling about this Rosehill Christian action?
I'm super excited to see the boys play. I was ready when I saw their record, 12-8, and the ball is tipped up, and we are getting ready to start this game. Westbury Wildcats come out with a man-to-man look on offense. Almost get a steal there. Ball goes out of bounds. Rosehill will keep possession. Ball is inbounded by Rosehill. Wilson Miraless kicks it. Carter Johnson with the three-point shot, and that shot is good. Rosehill answers first. Rosehill gets on the board first with a three-point jumper. Wildcats with the ball. Wildcats going from left to right. Wildcats moving it around. Corner thumper for the Wildcats. That shot is all the way off. Wildcats with the offensive rebound. A drive inside by the Wildcats. That layup is short. Fight for the rebound, and the Eagles come away with it. Eagles with a jumper, fake jumper, drive inside, as the Eagles reset their offense. Jensen Miraless with the ball. Eagles getting tied up there after a trap was almost set. A drive inside, and that shot is off, but headed to the free throw line is the Rosehill Eagles. Shooting free throws for them, Dave Gomez, the big man. 2 free throws here for Gomez. First free throw is up. That one is good for Dave Gomez. Rosehill coming out first minute of this game, leading the Wildcats by a score of 4-0. And second free throw for Gomez is good. Wildcats with the ball, and a traveling violation is going to be called going against the Wildcats. Second turnover for the Wildcats in this game. And Wildcats come up with a steal after a sloppy pass by the Eagles. Wildcats with it, they're moving it around. Pass inside, and a floater is up for the Wildcats. That shot is off. Eagles with the rebound, they come back the other way. Eagles going from right to left. Jensen Miraless with the ball at the top of the key, trying to get the offense set for the Eagles. Miraless and Gomez with the pick and roll. Dave Gomez with the pass inside, pass a little too high over Carter Johnson's head. Wildcats with it after that Eagles turnover. Wildcats with the open jumper. That shot is up and it's good. Wildcats not trail the Eagles by a score of 3-5. Full court press look here for the Wildcats. And they pass down the court by the Eagles, but that pass covered up by the Wildcats. Eagles still have possession. Carter Johnson with the ball, puts on a nifty move, trying to create some space. Nothing going. Jensen Meirlis with the ball. Dave Gomez in the post calling for it. He gets it thrown to him, but the Wildcats have it covered up. Wildcats come up with the steal, come back the other way on the fast break, and that shot is good. Finishes through a lot of contact, and the Wildcats tie this game up. After the first time out. We go into this first time out with a tie game. 5.5 minutes left here, and the score is tied 5-5. We'll be right back after this 30-second timeout.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network live basketball coverage for the Rosehill Christian Eagles high school action. Greg Johnson on the play-by-play call. We are building the kingdom one soul at a time, and we're serving the community through faith and athletics for our student athletic coverage throughout Waller County and above. We're going to return now back to Mr. Greg Johnson and more action of Rosehill Christian Eagles basketball here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
And welcome back. Coming out of that timeout, Rosehill will get the ball. Wildcats still full court pressing here. Rosehill looking to beat it. Jensen Meirlis with the ball. Rosehill moving it around, trying to get something going. Josh Hanson kicks it to Carter Johnson. Carter Johnson hit the only three for Rosehill here in this game early. Kick inside to Dave Gomez. He goes up and one. Basket will count. Dave Gomez will shoot another free throw here as he now leads the Eagles in scoring with 4 points, looking to make it 5 here at the free throw line. And that free throw is good by Dave Gomez. With 5 minutes left here in this first quarter, Eagles lead the Wildcats by a score of 8-5. Corner three-point shot by the Wildcats. That shot is too strong, over the goal. Eagles come down with the rebound. Josh Hanson turns it over. Wildcats come back the other way, and that layup is good as they now trail the Eagles by 1 point by a score of 8-7. And Wildcats very handsy as they getting in these passing lanes. Almost a turnover by the Rosehill Eagles, but it will stay in their possession. Substitution for the Wildcats. Play will resume. Carter Johnson gets the ball on the inbound. Carter Johnson with it, burns his man. He drives inside, gets that layup up, but it's off, and a foul is going to be called on his drive. Carter Johnson will head to the free throw line, second leading scorer in tonight's game behind Dave Gomez. Gomez has 5. Carter Johnson has 3. And instead of free throws, Rosehill Christian will inbound. Jensen Meirlis drives inside, and that floater is good, giving the Eagles back their 3-point lead over the Wildcats. 4 minutes left here in this first quarter. Mid-range jumper for the Wildcats. That shot is up and it's no good. Rebound by the Eagles. Carter Johnson coming back the other way. Jensen Meirlis with the ball at the top of the key. Kicks it to Carter Johnson. Carter Johnson drives inside. Nothing going for him either. Eagles moving it around, trying to get an open shot. Ethan Zavala with the ball. Kicks it inside to Dave Gomez. He goes up. That shot is in and out. Wildcats come down with the rebound. And a Euro step inside, and that shot is good. Rosehill wanted a charge. That would be a shooting foul going against the Eagles, sending the Wildcats to the free throw line. With that basket, Wildcats trailed the Eagles by 1 point by a score of 10-9. Wildcats' first free throw attempt is no good. Rebound by the Wildcats. They get it back and they just throw it away as the Eagles will get possession back. And a foul is going to be called here on the Wildcats on a reach-in. The Eagles will keep possession, inbounding it on the sideline. Dave Gomez gets the ball. That ball goes out of bounds as the Eagles will keep possession. 3 minutes left here. Eagles still lead the Wildcats by 1 point, 10-9. Eagles moving it around. Drive inside, and that ball goes in and out. The Wildcats come down with the rebound. They come back the other way. A tip pass by the Eagles. Wildcats aren't able to come up with it. Eagles aren't able to come up with it, and the Eagles will get the ball after a foul is called going against the Wildcats after bodies hit the floor fighting for that loose ball. Eagles looking to inbound. They get it in. Rosehill with the ball. 2.5 minutes left here in this first quarter. Close game here so far and early. Carter Johnson at the right elbow with a three-point jumper. That shot is off. Wildcats come down with the rebound and looking to push the pace. Kick to the corner for the Wildcats. Three-point jumper from the corner is no good. Fight for the rebound. Wildcats come away with it. They keep possession. Wildcats moving it around, trying to get an open jumper. Nothing going. Rosehill running the zone. Three-point jumper for the Wildcats. That shot is too strong. Rosehill comes away with it. Pass across court to Carter Johnson. Carter Johnson trying to put on some move, kicks it to the corner. Mirrorless. That shot is up, and it is no good after bouncing around. Wildcats come down with the rebound, looking to push the pace some more. The tip pass, and the Eagles come away with a steal. Eagles going back the other way. 3-on-3 fast break. Jensen Mirrorless hop step inside, and that layup is good, giving the Eagles a 3-point lead with 1.5 minutes left here in this first quarter. And a mid-range jumper by the Wildcats is pure, cutting their deficit to 1. And the Eagles coming down the court almost had an open layup, but a foul is going to be called going against the Wildcats. Doesn't look like the Eagles will go to the line. And they will go to the line. Shooting free throws for the Eagles is Ethan Zavala. First free throws attempts for Ethan in this game. First free throw is good. Second free throw for Ethan is no good. Fight for the rebound. And it will go to the Wildcats as that ball went out of bounds. Wildcats with it. And the pass inside, and the Eagles steal it. Eagles come away with it after the Wildcats turn it over. And the kick to the left elbow. Carter Johnson once again with a three. Carter Johnson has 6 of the 16 points for the Eagles here in this first quarter. Missed shot by the Wildcats. Offensive rebound, they get it back. Put up a mid-range jumper. That shot is also off. Another offensive rebound for the Wildcats. Another mid-range jumper. That side is off. Another rebound for the Wildcats, and the Eagles steal it this time. Eagles coming back down the other way. 10 seconds left on the game clock. Eagles trying to get an open jumper, and the Wildcats steal it. 5 seconds left on the game clock. Fast break for the Wildcats. That shot is no good. Great defense by the Eagles, and another layup for the Wildcats, and that shot is no good, but a foul is going to be called going against the Eagles with less than a second left on the game clock as the Wildcats will shoot free throws to cut into this deficit as they trail the Eagles by a score of 16-11. The first free throw for the Wildcats is no good. Second free throw for the Wildcats is up, and that shot is also no good. That shot, the ball will go out of bounds, and that is the end of the second quarter. Wildcats trail the Eagles by a score of 16-11. We'll be right back after this 60-second break at the start of the second quarter.
16-11 is our score. Rosehill Christian Eagles on top of the Westbury Christian Wildcats. First quarter under the belt. Wildcats coming in, trying to hold off a red-hot Rosehill Christian Eagles. 12-8 to start tonight's district play. Live from Tomball, Texas, Greg Johnson on the call. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network high school basketball coverage. I want to remind you that you can visit our website at obnradio.com. Check out all that we have going on in the world of student athletics throughout Waller County, Texas, and beyond. Be sure to check it out, obnradio.com. And if you feel led, you can make a donation to help the cause, to help us continue to provide the game coverage here for Rosehill Christian throughout the 2025 basketball season. Lady Eagles fell short to the Lady Wildcats by the score of 31-27 in our first game of tonight's action. We'll get ready to see if the boys can redeem the Eagles on their home court. We're going to shoot it back over now to Mr. Greg Johnson. Greg, it seemed like the pace has picked up a little bit in this second game.
Definitely should, as the Eagles get a steal at the opening start of the second quarter, come down, and a foul is committed against the Wildcats, sending the Eagles to the free throw line. Shooting free throws for the Eagles right now looks like it's going to be Vincent Miralles. Actually, it will be Carter Johnson shooting free throws for the Eagles, leading scorer in this game so far. First free throw for Johnson is good. He's now up to 7 points here in this first half. Second free throw is up, and it's no good by Johnson. Wildcats come down with the rebound. And a move by the Wildcats. Lost the ball. The Eagles come away with the steal. Vincent Miralles pushing the break for the Eagles. He pulls it back out, slows things down. Eagles moving it around. Pass it inside to Dave Gomez, and a foul looks like it's going to be called going against the Wildcats, trying to fight for position against Dave Gomez down there. Eagles inbounded. Eagles moving it around. Carter Johnson with the ball, leading scorer for the Eagles. He throws it away. Dave Gomez comes away with it, and the Wildcats end up stealing it anyway. Looking to push the pace as Carter Johnson takes it back, but he steps out of bounds, and the Wildcats will keep possession. A little confusion here with the referees. They get it away as the Wildcats have the ball, and a traveling violation is going to be called. And the Wildcats will call a timeout as they want to talk things over. And they trail the Eagles by a score of 17-11. We'll be right back after this 30-second timeout.
You can listen to the Mike Prince Show each and every day right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, bringing you all things athletic-wise throughout the world of the Southwestern Athletic Conference and local and regional high school sports. You can check us out on our YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network or visit the website at obnradio.com. Eagles holding on by the score of 17-11. We'll return back to the action in Tomball, Texas, with our leading man, Mr. Greg Johnson, on the call.
And welcome back as the Eagles have the ball. 6.5 minutes left here in this second quarter as they lead the Wildcats by a score of 17-11 and 19-11 after that bucket there by the Eagles on a great pass by Dave Gomez. And almost a steal by the Eagles. Defensive rebound by the Eagles, but it's knocked out of bounds by the Wildcats. Eagles with the ball, trying to build the lead that they already have against the Wildcats, leading them 19-11, excuse me. Dave Gomez with the drive inside. That side is too strong. Wildcats come down with the rebound. Wildcats pushing the pace, and they score 19-13 now. Eagles lead. Carter Johnson with the ball at the top of the key, trying to put on a move. Picks it out to Jensen Meirlis. Meirlis with the step-back mid-range. That shot is off. Rebound by Ethan. Carter Johnson gets the ball. Trying to direct traffic. Gets a screen from Dave Gomez. Kick to the corner. That ball goes out of bounds. Out on the Eagles. And the Wildcats get the ball. Wildcats moving it around. And Wildcats put up a mid-range jumper, but that shot is no good. Rosehill comes down with the rebound. And Wildcats get into the passing lane, get a steal, fast break chance for the Wildcats, and they do score. And they now trail the Eagles by a score of 19-15. Quick turnaround here for the Wildcats as the Eagles want to talk things over. We'll be right back after this 60-second timeout by the Eagles.
All right, the Wildcats trying to get some grips and catch up with the Eagles, but the Eagles holding off so far. 19-15 is our score. You're listening to live basketball coverage here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I tell you what you can do if you're a supporter of the Eagles or you're a supporter of student athletics all over. You can become a listening partner today. What is a listening partner? Well, a listening partner is one who helps us to carry out the calls of broadcasting these games live and delayed for high school, collegiate, and beyond, near and far. All you need to do is visit our website at obnradio.com. When you visit that website, you'll see a couple of donation buttons. You go ahead, click on that donation button, and whatever amount that you can afford to give will be greatly appreciated. But if you needed a guide or a compass, we ask if you would commit to 17 cents a day. That 17 cents a day comes to $5 a month, $60 a year. Become a listening partner today if you would. Visit the website, obnradio.com. 19-15 is the score. Rosehill Eagles on top. We'll return to Tomball, Texas with Greg Johnson.
And welcome back. 4.5 minutes left here in this second quarter. Coming out of this timeout, Rosehill has the ball, looking to inbound. They get it into Dave Gomez, and that shot is good. Gomez up to 9 points in this first half. Floater in the lane for the Wildcats. That shot is no good, but a foul is going to be called going against the Eagles. A substitution here for the Eagles. Andrew Thomas will check in for Ethan. Wildcats with the three-point jumper. That shot is off. Fight for the rebound. And an offensive rebound and one bucket for the Wildcats as they continue to scratch and claw their way out of this deficit against the Eagles. Now up to 17 for the Wildcats, trailing by 4. Wildcats at the free throw line. Now trailing the Eagles 21-18. Eagles with the ball now. Trying to get the ball past half court as the full court press is getting to them that the Wildcats are putting on. Dave Gomez gets the ball, and he's now up to 11 points in this first half. Mr. Gomez is having a half up to 11 points here, leading the Eagles in scoring. And the Eagles lead the Wildcats 23-18. Wildcats trying to get something going. 3-point attempt by the Wildcats. That shot is up and it's no good. Offensive rebound, also no good. Eagles come down with the rebound. Jensen Mearless gets inside, kicks it out. Carter Johnson loses his man on the mid-range jumper, and that shot is good. As Carter Johnson is up to 9 points in this first half himself. Wildcats with the ball, moving it around. 3-point jumper again by the Wildcats. That shot is no good after bouncing on the rim. And a foul, offensive foul, is going to be called going against the Wildcats. Substitution for the Wildcats. And the Eagles coming alive here at the end of this second quarter, trying to string along a stretch to build on their lead. Eagles with it. Trying to continue to build on the lead that they have. Carter Johnson gets it from Jensen Mearless. Carter Johnson trying to put him on the move. Great defense by the Wildcats. Carter Johnson passes it but gets it back. Looking for someone to pass to, almost loses it. Jensen Mearless gets inside. The mid-range jumper, he puts up his block. The Wildcats come down with the rebound. A pass inside by the Wildcats. That pass is too hard. It goes out of bounds as the Eagles will get possession. Eagles with the ball, trying to get past half court. Full court press here by the Wildcats. Hey, Gomez gets a pass inside. Gomez gets handsy, and a foul, offensive foul is going to be called going against the Eagles. Wildcats with it, moving it around, trying to continue to cut into this deficit. Wildcats continuing to move it around, but the Eagles, great rotations here so far. Corner shot for the Wildcats. That shot is too strong. Corner shot again for the Wildcats. That shot is good, as the Wildcats now trail the Eagles by a score of 25-21. 1 minute left here in this second quarter. Eagles passing it around. A mid-range jumper is no good. Wildcats come down with it, and they coming back the other way. Wildcats with it. Eagles running a 3-2 zone. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. It looks like they're rotating between the 2-3 and the 3-2. Wildcats put up a shot, but it's too strong on the air ball. Eagles will get the ball with less than a minute left here in this first half. Eagles with it, trying to get something going. Carter Johnson with the drive inside. A lot of contact. No foul is called, though. Wildcats come back the other way, and that is an easy fast break layup for the Wildcats. Great way to turn a miss into a bucket. Eagles with it. Carter Johnson coming down court. A pass, and that basket is no good on the wide-open layup. Wildcats get the rebound, come back the other way, pushing the pace. They get a shot inside, and the Wildcats tie this game up with 5 seconds left here in this first half. Jason Mearless with the ball. He puts up a half-court heave, but he didn't beat the time. And just like that, the Wildcats clawed their way back into this game. Were able to tie it up with the Eagles. We're all tied up here going into halftime with a score of 25-25. We'll be right back after this 8 minutes halftime.
All right, we got us one growing up right now. It is all tied at 25 each between the Rosehill Christian Eagles and the Westbury Christian Wildcats. Dave Gomez and Mr. Carter Johnson, the leading scorers for Rosehill. If I'm not mistaken, it was Johnson with 9 and Gomez with 11 points at the half. A two-man tandem doing damage control now for the Rosehill Christian Eagles. This is doubleheader night, season opening coverage broadcast for us here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network and the Rosehill Christian Eagles, as it is all knotted up at 25 each. In the first game, Lady Eagles found themselves on the short end of the stick against the Lady Wildcats by the score of 31-27. Our next coverage for Rosehill Christian will be on January the 10th, as they will be at home again, and you'll have the expert calling again by Mr. Greg Johnson, scheduled to be with you next at January the 10th. It is halftime here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network as we are getting settled in for 2025. Want to let you guys know, if you hadn't heard who the Open Mic Broadcast Network is, we'll tell you a little bit about us. We've been established since 2002, providing high school and collegiate coverage for our local and surrounding regional high school and collegiate teams in all sports known. We cover it all, as they say, from the rooter to the tutor. Have a team dedicated to coverage of supporting our youth, no matter if you're at Rosehill, Waller, Hempstead, Royal, Prairie View, wherever. Have Sports will travel. We are always looking to help people and for people to help us. If you'd like to be a reporter, an agent, go on the road and report back with us through the network for what's going on in the world of athletics, feel free to give us a call and let us know you'd be interested. We have a 24-hour message line that you can dial. It is 720-721-1558. That number again is 720-721-1558. You might want to ask us a question and do some things or whatnot. You can dial that same number at 720-721-1558. Now back to who the Open Mic Broadcast Network is. As we mentioned, the Open Mic Broadcast Network was founded in 2002 by yours truly, Dr. Michael Prince, and it is just a passion for sports, passion for the youth, and a passion for community. It's why we do what we do. We've been fortunate enough to call championship games and playoff runs for the Rosehill Christian Eagles. We are thankful to Athletic Director Mr. Steve Krantz for allowing us to continue to tag along to help tell the story of the Rosehill Christian Eagles, as we affectionately call them, the Angry Birds. Forgive me on that. We got a little tied up. As we were talking about, we affectionately call them the Angry Birds. Love the camaraderie and the support of Eagle Nation as they go around, travel well, supporting the future, if you would, in our student athletics. You could become a listening partner for the Rosehill Christian Eagles, Waller Bulldogs, Hempstead Bobcats, the Royal Falcons, or the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, or you can support them all by becoming a listening partner. Visit our website at obnradio.com. When you go to the open mic section, you will see a donation button. You can send your support that way. We ask, if you could, commit to 17 cents a day. 17 cents a day will come out to $5 a month, $60 for the year. That'll help us continue to bring you the coverage, live and delayed coverage, of all sports that the Eagles and all other teams would have to offer. Visit that website today at obnradio.com. That's obnradio.com. We also have a YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is simply called the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can catch these games, if you can't catch them live, by going to the Open Mic Broadcast Network YouTube page. Click on the sports playlist, and there you'll see all the games that we cover. You got a lot to catch up on because we've been doing this for a long, long time. We'd like to thank our announcer for tonight and our featured voice for the play-by-play for the Rosehill Christian Eagles, Mr. Greg Johnson, student at Prairie View A&M University, helping out with the cause. I believe this is year number 2 for Greg with us, and we have a mission to give back to our youth, and Greg is one of those projects, if you would. He's one of our very own Panther soon-to-be alum, and been doing an outstanding job with basketball, as you can hear, football, and everything else that comes to table. You might have a youth, or you might be one yourself that want to be a part of the team. There's room for each and every one of you. Simply call at 720-721-1558 and let it be known. We'll get back with you. We'll provide all the training necessary. You just have the desire and know how to follow instructions, and we'll do the rest. You might have a small business that you want to support the Rosehill Christian Eagles or any of the teams that we cover. If you'd like to ask about more information and details on that, you can get in contact with me, Dr. Mike Prince, by dialing 936-419-7477. 936-419-7477. We have a package that will fit your budget. You can name the budget, we can find a package for you. 936-419-7477. We are at halftime right now. The Rosehill Christian Eagles and the Westbury Christian Wildcats all tied at 25-25. Good contest. Gomez and Johnson leading the way for the Eagles. Gomez with 11 points and Johnson with 9 points. We'll see if they can muster up some more to kind of get things back into that degree of separation with the Eagles leading the way over the Wildcats. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics. We're getting ready to head back for the second half of the play, but we want to thank the Temple of Refuge Ministries for providing tonight's broadcast coverage and sponsorship. The Temple of Refuge Ministry is located at 45375 Old Highway 290 in Prairie View, Texas. Sunday morning services, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can join live by dialing 857-777-0000. That's going to bring us to the end of our halftime report. We'll turn back to Tomball, Texas, in the second half of Eagle coverage by Mr. Greg Johnson.
And welcome back as David Gomez picks up where he left off with 2 points here to start the second half. And the Wildcats come back and answer with a slam dunk on a cut down the middle. We're still tied here, 27-27. The Wildcats have the ball after a turnover by the Eagles. 7 minutes left here in this third quarter. Wildcats moving it around. Looking for an open shot. Driving kick. 3-point shot is good by the Wildcats as they take their first lead in this one over the Eagles. Wildcats lead 30-27. Wildcats trying to get past half court, and they finally do so after a pass up the court to Josh Hansen. Josh Hansen with the ball, picks up his dribble. Jensen Mirreless with the ball. Carter Johnson with the ball. Dave Gomez kicks it to Gomez. Gomez inside for the bucket, and he's up to 15 here in this game. Starts off the second half with 4 points. The Eagles still trailing the Wildcats by a score of 29-30. The Wildcats turn it over there on the traveling violation as the Eagles will get the ball. 6 minutes left here in this third quarter. Referees and players trying to clean up a wet spot. They got it up, and the Eagles are ready to inbound the ball, and they get it in. A kickball violation. Eagles trying to get it in, and they finally do so. Carter Johnson gets the ball, kicks it up to Ethan. Ethan goes up for the layup, and that shot is no good. Wildcats come down with the rebound. 5.5 minutes left here. Wildcats with a 3-point jumper. That shot is no good. Dave Gomez comes down with the rebound. Kicks it to Carter Johnson. Carter Johnson kicks it to Josh Hansen, and that shot is blocked. Goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Eagles. Wildcats still leading the Eagles here with 5.5 minutes left here in this third quarter. Eagles get it inbounded. Jensen Mirreless with the 3-point jumper. That shot is up, and it's good. Mirreless up to 5 here in this game. And a basket by the Wildcats answering the Eagles is tied up again, 32-32. Jensen Mirreless with the spin move trying to get past half court. Eagles racing up court. Jensen Mirreless still with the ball, trying to get it past half. Trying to get it across the court, kicks it to Carter Johnson. Johnson with the floater. That floater bounces in and out. Fight for the rebound. The Wildcats come away with it, and a foul is going to be called. And a turnover by the Wildcats. The Eagles get the ball. Eagles coming down the other way, trying to keep from turning it over. Jensen Mirreless with the drive inside. Nothing going. Pulls it back out, tries to reset. They're trying to work it inside to Dave Gomez. Across the court pass. Eagles thought they turned it over, but a foul is going to be called going against the Wildcats. There you go, Gomez inside, and that shot is off. Fight for the rebound. And a jump ball violation going against the Eagles as the Wildcats will get possession. And they steal by the Eagles as the Wildcats had the ball. Jensen merely slows down, goes up, and they draws a foul as Jensen will head to the free throw line. And Jensen Mierler's first free throw at the line is good. He's up to 6 points here in this game, giving the Eagles a 1-point lead over the Wildcats. And second free throw is good by the Eagles as they lead the Wildcats 34-32. And another steal by the Eagles as they come back the other way. Jensen Mierler's with the ball. And a layup, a spinning layup, that gets the crowd and the bench involved as the Eagles go up by 4. And Jensen Mierler's up to 8 points here in this game. And the Eagles will call a quick timeout. We'll be right back after this 1-minute timeout as the Eagles take the lead back from the Wildcats.
All right, it seemed like the Wildcats are having a little hands full, or should we say the claws full, with the Eagles and the Talons taking a flight with the lead here in the second half of play. Greg Johnson with the play-by-play action from Tomball, Texas, live here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. For those who are just joining in, our earlier game, the Lady Wildcats victorious over the Lady Eagles by the score of 31-27. Basketball coverage here for Rosehill Christian Eagles all season long right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Grant Johnson on the call from Tomball. Want to remind you, Temple of Refuge Ministries is responsible for sponsorship on tonight. If you'd like to be a sponsor for Rosehill Christian Eagles, give us a call, 936-419-7477. We're going to turn it back to Tomball, Texas. Mr. Greg Johnson, carry it away, sir.
And welcome back as the Wildcats have the ball coming out of that timeout. Driving the pass inside by the Wildcats. That ball bounces around, fight for the rebound, and the Eagles come away with it. Carter Johnson finds his way out of the crowd. Almost stepped out of bounds. Wildcats fans wanted to travel. Carter Johnson gets it back from across the court. The Eagles still lead by 4, 3.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Eagles continue to pass it around, trying to get an open jumper. Almost get it inside. Carter Johnson with the three-point side. That side is off as it was short. Wildcats come away with the rebound. Carter Johnson almost comes up with the steal. A drive inside by the Wildcats. A lot of contact. And one for the Wildcats as they cut into this deficit. Now trailing the Eagles by a score of 36-34 and a chance to make it a 1-point game. One free throw here for the Wildcats. The free throw is good by the Wildcats. That shot makes it a 1-point game with 3 minutes left here in the second half. And great defense here by the Wildcats, not trying to let the Eagles even get the ball in bounce. And a steal by the Wildcats on the Eagles inbound, and the Wildcats take the lead back. Eagles get it in. Carter Johnson racing up the court. Weighing his options, puts the floater up, and that shot is good. And a charging foul is going to be called against, a blocking foul is going to go against the Wildcats. Carter Johnson with a bucket, giving him 11 points here in this game, second leading scorer for the Eagles. Behind Dave Gomez. And that free throw there by Carter Johnson is no good. And a backcourt violation going against the Wildcats. Eagles with the ball. Eagles lead the Wildcats by 1 point. A kick to the corner. 3-point shot by the Eagles is good. Ethan with the 3-point jumper for the Eagles, increasing their lead. Wildcats with a 3-point jumper of their own, and they answer the Eagles. As the Eagles and the Wildcats going back and forth, trading buckets. Started with Carter Johnson, and on the inbound, the Wildcats get a steal again, and they are fouled on this shot as they will go to the free throw line. Great scoring sequence right here for both teams, as both teams trying to put a nail in the coffin in this game, but neither team really going away. Both teams trading buckets. We'll get free throws here by the Wildcats. First free throw by the Wildcats is no good. They still trail the Eagles 41-40. Second free throw for the Wildcats is good as they tie this game up. And almost another steal for the Wildcats. Wildcats height looking to be messing with the Eagles a little bit here. Eagles with a drive inside. That ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Eagles. Less than 2 minutes left here in this third quarter. Eagles and Wildcats all tied up. Passes inside, and the Wildcats come away with a steal. Wildcats on the fast break. Layup is no good. Dave Gomez with the rebound. Going to be a foul going against the Wildcats, as the Eagles will get the ball. Eagles trying to get it past half court, and they are struggling to do so here in the second half. Wildcats full court press in their length, messing with the Eagles a little bit here. Eagles' tallest player is Dave Gomez, who leads the team in scoring in this game so far, while the Wildcats have guards that are almost the same height as Dave Gomez, and a fight for the ball. Bodies hitting the floor. The Eagles finally come away with it. 1.5 minutes left here in this third quarter. Carter Johnson, Mirrorless with the 3-point shot. That shot is short. Dave Gomez with the offensive rebound. And the Wildcats come away with another steal, and they step out of bounds, and the Eagles will keep possession. Eagles with it. Carter Johnson with the acrobatic shot. That shot is no good. A fight for the rebound. And the Wildcats come away with it. Foul going to be called against the Eagles. Less than 1 minute left here in this third quarter, and the Wildcats and the Eagles are all tied up. Wildcats driving inside, using their length and body against the Eagles, but a traveling violation going to be called against the Wildcats. Eagles, Wildcats all tied up at the end of this third quarter. Less than a minute, 40 seconds left here. Jensen Mirreless with the ball. He drives inside, kicks it to the corner, takes it back up to the top of the key. Coach Smith signaling to his players to hold for the last shot with less than 20 seconds left here in this third quarter. Things are all tied. Carter Johnson gets the ball, kicks it on the drive inside. That layup is no good. Dave Gomez with the rebound, kicks it back out. Jensen Miller steps to the corner. That shot is too strong, hits the top of the backboard. The referees call it dead after hitting the top of the backboard, and it goes out of bounds. Wildcats will get the ball. 3 seconds to get up the court. And a half-court heave by the Wildcats. That shot is no good as we will head into the fourth quarter with a tie game. Wildcats 41, Eagles 41. We'll be right back at the start of this fourth quarter.
All right, we're heading to the fourth period. All tied at 41-41. What a game for the nightcap. Rosehill Christian Eagles hosting the Westbury Christian Wildcats, all tied at 41 each. Man, it's coming down to the finish. Who will be the last team standing? Will it be the hometown favorite, Rosehill Christian Eagles, or will it be the visitors with a mission, the Westbury Christian Eagles? You listen to live basketball coverage on the Open Mic Broadcast Network from Tomball, Texas. Greg Johnson on the call. Don't forget, if you're going to be a sponsor, send a donation. Simply dial 936-419-7477 and make your donation today. We'll head back to Tomball, the start of this fourth period, all tied at 41. We'll return now to Mr. Greg Johnson.
And welcome back as both teams head on to the court to start of this fourth quarter. Eagles tied up with the Wildcats to start this fourth quarter. Leading scorers for the Eagles, Carter Johnson has 9 points. 9 points in the first half, while Dave Gomez has 15 points, 11 coming in the first half. Eagles with the ball to start this fourth quarter. Pass inside to Dave Gomez, and they steal by the Wildcats as they turn around and come back in transition. Fast break chance for the Wildcats, and that bucket is good, giving the Wildcats a 2-point lead over the Eagles. Eagles inbounded. Eagles get it past half court. Carter Johnson with the ball. Jensen Mirreless gets the ball from Carter Johnson. Jensen Mirreless with the ball, trying to work it inside to Dave Gomez. Still trying to work it inside. Dave Gomez gets the ball at the top of the key. First offensive scheme wasn't working for the Eagles as they try a new one. They get it inside, try pick and roll, and that floater is no good. Almost had the rebound. Couldn't come down with it. Wildcats got it. They come back the other way. And a foul is going to be called going against the Eagles. And 1 bucket for the Wildcats. They increase their lead to 4, leading the Eagles 45-41 with 6.5 minutes left here in this fourth quarter. Substitution here for the Eagles. Ethan will come out. Josh Hansen will check in. Free throw is up for the Wildcats. No good. Rebound by the Wildcats is good. And a and one basket for the Wildcats as they increase their lead some more, going from 45 to 41, leading the Eagles by 6 points. The Wildcats player had to tie his shoes. Wildcats at the free throw line. And that free throw by the Wildcats is good as they increase their lead to 7, leading the Eagles 41 to 48. Eagles get it in. Carter Johnson trapped in the corner. Eagles haven't been able to get past half court almost all game. The length of the Wildcats really flustering them here in this second half. And that foul is going to be called going against the Wildcats. The Eagles will inbound from the sideline. Jensen Miraless with the ball brings it up court for the Eagles as the Eagles trying to get some points on the board. Pass across the court to Carter Johnson. He drives inside. Kicks it back outside. Jensen Miraless tucks up a three, and that shot is good. Eagles cut into this deficit, now trailing the Wildcats 44 to 48. 5.5 minutes left here in this fourth quarter. Eagles running the 3-2 zone, switching between the 2-3 and the 3-2. Wildcats trying to get something going. The mid-range jumper by the Wildcats is in and out. Dave Gomez comes down with the rebound. Jensen Miraless gets the ball from Dave Gomez, brings it up the court. Eagles with another chance to cut into this deficit. Jensen Miraless with the ball. Substitution for the Wildcats, and the Eagles still have the ball. Eagles with it, trying to work it inside. And they steal by the Wildcats. They come back the other way. Fast break opportunity, and they capitalize. With 4.5 minutes left here in this fourth quarter, the Wildcats lead the Eagles by a score of 50 to 44. Still plenty of time for the Eagles to take this lead. And another steal by the Wildcats. But a foul is going to be called going against the Wildcats. Eagles will get the ball back. And what looks like a Wildcat might have fouled out or just has too many fouls for coaches' liking. Nevertheless, substitution, and the Eagles have the ball. Score still remains 44 to 50. Carter Johnson with the drive and kick. Jensen Miraless in the corner. That shot is good as well. Miraless on the heater here in this fourth quarter. His second three of the quarter. Wildcats with the ball. And the Eagles with the steal. Jensen Miraless with the step through, and one layup is good. Jensen Mirrorless on a heater here in this fourth quarter. $16 points here for Mirrorless. Free throw is up, and it's also good, and Mirrorless has brought the Eagles back into this game single-handedly, tied this game up for the Eagles. 4 minutes left here in this fourth quarter. The Eagles show 2-3 zone. Wildcats trying to get something going, build a lead back up, get back some comfortability in this game. Mid-range jumper for the Wildcats is no good. A fight for the rebound. Wildcats got it. They get another offensive rebound, stolen away by Carter Johnson, and he comes out of the crowd. He slows it down. Miller's calling for it. He has the hot hand. Carter Johnson with the ball. Jensen Mirrorless with the hot hand. He gets the ball, drives inside, puts up a floater. That shot is in and off of the rim. A foul is going to be called. Looks like it's going against Dave Gomez. And the Wildcats will inbound under their rim. Under the Eagles' rim, excuse me. Wildcats with the ball. Moving it around, trying to get something going. A floater inside. This side is up, and it's good for the Wildcats as they take the lead. Eagles to inbound. Eagles get it in. Passing it up the court, and a steal by the Wildcats. Wildcats coming back the other way. And pass inside, and the Wildcats go up by 4, 54-50, with 3 minutes left here in this fourth quarter. Eagles got to slow things down. Eagles with it. Jensen Mirrorless trying to get an open jumper as he's had this hot hand in the fourth quarter here. A kick outside, driving kick. And a steal by the Wildcats. As they come back down the other way. Easy layup and an and one for the Wildcats as they go up 56-50. Wildcats with a chance to make it a 7-point game with 2 minutes left here. And that shot by the Wildcats is no good. And after sliding for that rebound on that missed shot by the Wildcats, the Eagles will come away with it and get possession. Two minutes left here in this fourth quarter. Eagles with the ball. Less than 2 minutes left here, and they trail by 6. Jensen Mirrorless with the ball. He's had the high hand here in this fourth quarter. And timeout is going to be taken by the Eagles. They want to talk things over for this last 2 minutes. And they trail the Wildcats 56-50. We'll be right back after this 30-second timeout.
All right, it's getting down to the crunch time. Eagles trailing by 6, 56-50. But, man, what a game this has been as the Wildcats are trying to hold off the Eagles with the last 2 minutes remaining in the game. You listen to live basketball coverage of the Tomball Rosehill Christian Eagles taking on the Westbury Christian Wildcats. Greg Johnson on the play-by-play. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network the voice of student athletics. Greg, you're going to have a tough choice, man, who you're going to pick for your player of the game tonight.
Definitely have a lot of options. But the Eagles have to worry about winning this game before we can get to all of that. And they inbounded to Carter Johnson. Vincent Meirles with the ball. Wildcats watching him closely as he has had the hot hand in this fourth quarter. He's up to 16 points in this game. Still has the ball, puts up a floater. That shot is in and out. Fight for the rebound. Kicks it out. Eagles still got it. Eagles moving it around. Time is clicking. Carter Johnson with the ball, and the Wildcats being a little bit too aggressive.
Seemed like we might have had a little technical challenge with Mr. Johnson on that. Hopefully everything will get back in time. Right now, the Rosehill Christian Eagles are trying to rally back. Under 2 minutes remaining in the contest. 56-50 was the score. There was a foul last play as the interruption came in. Hopefully everything will work its way out as Mr. Johnson will try to get, I guess, reconnected. Things like that happen when you go live, but that's why we do what we do to keep things going. Rosehill Christian Eagles trailing by the score of 56-50 before the interruption. It sounds like Greg is back. Greg, you ready? Have we missed anything?
Yes, sir. Just missed a foul. Foul going against the Wildcats. 1 point added to that foul for the Eagles as they shot free throws on that foul. Less than a minute left here in this fourth quarter. Eagles trail the Wildcats by a score of 51-56. We have a timeout right now by the Wildcats if they want to talk things over, trying to walk out of here with this W. Like Mr. Prince mentioned earlier, though, a lot of options for player of the game, as Vincent Meirles has 16 points, 6 of them coming in the second half. Carter Johnson has 11 points, and big man Dave Gomez has 15 points. So those three guys would be player of the game, my option for player of the game here, as the Rosehill Christian Eagles try to fight their way to a W here against the Wildcats. As both teams make their way back to the court, timeout is over, and we are about to finish this last 2 minutes of this game, as it looks like the Wildcats will inbound here after the missed free throw by the Eagles. Wildcats get the ball. Wildcats looking to inbound. They get it in, moving the ball around. Less than a minute left here. 5-point game. Eagles trying to get the ball back. Miscommunication there for the Eagles, and a backdoor cut wide open for the Wildcats. 58-51. And Eagles looking to put up some quick points. Dave Gomez inside for the and one. 53-58. With 40 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. And a free throw by Dave Gomez is no good. Wildcats come down with the rebound. 30 seconds left here. Wildcats trying to get it past half court. And a timeout by the Wildcats. Trying to talk things over for this last 30 seconds. Eagles trail, 5-point game. Eagles trail the Wildcats 53-58. And we'll be right back after this 30-second timeout.
53-58. The Eagles are down to the Wildcats. They're going to have to do a lot of pressing, some quick buckets, and a lot more pressing to try to get it. But one thing about basketball, 30 seconds is an eternity. So we'll see what can become with 30 seconds remaining. The Eagles down by 5. You listen to live basketball coverage, high school basketball coverage, on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll turn back over to Tomball, Texas with the last 30 seconds to Mr. Greg Johnson.
Yes, sir. And the Wildcats get it in. And a foul is going to be committed going against the Eagles. Headed to the free throw line of the Wildcats. 25 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Free throws coming up. First attempt is no good. Eagles still alive here. 5-point game. Second free throw attempt for the Wildcats. That free throw is good. Now a 6-point game for the Eagles. They have to get it up court and get up a quick shot. 25 seconds left. And a quick shot by Carter Johnson is no good. Wildcats come away with the rebound. Game clock is running down, and they are fouled with 11 seconds left on the game clock, and they Wildcats will head to the free throw line once again. Wildcats continue to try to put this one away. Great effort toward the end of this one by the Eagles. First free throw for the Wildcats is no good. 6-point game with 11 seconds left here for the Eagles. Like I was mentioning, great effort by the Eagles to fight back into this one after the Wildcats took the lead early in the fourth quarter. Second free throw here for the Wildcats. And that free throw is good. Quick timeout here by the Wildcats. By the Eagles. They want to talk things over. Last 10 seconds of this game. Score is 53 Eagles, Wildcats 60. We'll be right back after this 60-second timeout.
All right, they got a 60-second timeout with only 10 seconds left and a 7-point deficit for the Eagles. Do you believe in miracles? Definitely going to need one tonight for the Eagles to be able to pull this one off, but stranger things have happened in the game of basketball. 60-53 is our score. The Rosehill Christian Eagles trying to avoid the sweep on tonight by the Wildcats of Westbury Christian. Lady Eagles lost earlier by the score of 31-27. Right now, the young men are trailing by the score of 60-53. You're listening to Rosehill Christian High School basketball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. This is just the beginning of our 2025 coverage for the Eagles, for the Hardwood. Be sure to join us on our next broadcast for January the 10th. Mr. Johnson will let you know who they'll be playing as all these things get, let's say, bombarding the old man's mind. We leave that to the young folk mind. With that being said, we got these last 10 seconds. We'll get back to Tomball, Texas, and let Mr. Johnson carry us home.
And welcome back as the Eagles try to make something happen. Carter Johnson heaves and an air ball. That ball goes out of bounds, and that will just about do it for the Eagles. Looks like that ball actually was tipped. Eagles will inbound. Jensen Miralles will put up a last-second jumper. That shot is good, ending his night with 19 points, but also ending his night with an L, unfortunately, for the Eagles. Tonight's game, the Eagles lose to the Wildcats by a score of 60-56. Leading scorer for the Eagles was Jensen Miralles with 19 points to end the game. Majority of them coming in that fourth quarter. Jensen Miralles, Carter Johnson, and Dave Gomez all played a heck of a game. For me, player of the game would have to go to Jensen Miralles, just because in that fourth quarter he single-handedly brought them back when there was a 7-point deficit, gave them a chance to win this game, and probably would have won this game if he would have got the ball a little bit more in the fourth quarter. Nevertheless, Eagles walk out of here losing a nail-biter just by 4 points. Again, score was 56, Eagles, Wildcats 60. We'll have a couple of final words by Mr. Prince, and then we'll talk to you all later.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Greg Johnson. Great job on the night, sir. I want to give you what was the atmosphere like for you tonight, man?
Atmosphere was
He might have.
the atmosphere was the atmosphere. It was a great atmosphere. The girls' atmosphere set the tone for the boys' atmosphere. Feel like everybody was ready for the boys' game after the girls' game. Very unfortunate that the Eagles ended up losing, but nevertheless, both games were close. Both the Lady Eagles and the Eagles had good chances to win these games. Students put on a great performance for their teams and for the crowd. Both teams looked like they had a lot of fun as well. Just a great all-around game in both games, and the atmosphere was your everyday typical high school game. It was a really good game.
All right. Very good, man. Great job again on both calls of the night. The Eagles fall short to the Wildcats. Ladies lose by the score of 31 to 27, and the men lose by the score of 60 to 56. That's going to wrap up our coverage here tonight from Tomball, Texas. From the Open Mic Broadcast Network, we'd like to thank the Rosehill Christian Eagles. We'd like to thank Athletic Director, Mr. Steve Cranch. We want to thank those that join in and listen on tonight. We also want to thank our sponsor for tonight's coverage, the Temple of Refuge Ministries, where they're building the kingdom one soul at a time. You can listen to their Sunday morning sermons live 10 a.m. Central Standard Time by going to the website, obnradio.com. Click the Listen Live link, or you can dial 857-777-0000. On behalf of Mr. Greg Johnson, I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thank you guys for joining in. We will sign off for now, and until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Have sports, we'll travel. Prairie View, Texas.